Hello, my name is Racheli and I'm a 24-year-old cancer survivor. Today is the day of my 3-year checkup. I'm just waking up. It's like 7 o'clock. I have labs, a CT, and then an appointment with my oncologist. And I just want to talk to you about what the process is like. Mostly, I want to talk to you about how I use mindfulness and the law of attraction during these sometimes stressful and emotional times for me. So we'll get into that on our way there because I have an hour drive. So I'm gonna get up and get ready now. And there's my alarm. Look at that. I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I prepare and feel about these checkups. You know, I've been doing them for 3 years now. Now I'm doing them less frequently. When I first started, I was doing it every 3 months. And then I graduated to 4 months after 2 years. And then now that I'm at 3 years, we're gonna be doing it every 6 months. The thing about it is that like less checkups are great because you're not at the hospital as much, you're not living in that cancer world as much. When you have a checkup, there may be some fears of whether you've relapsed or not, or other things. Ever since I was diagnosed, I tried to use and practice the law of attraction as much as I could. Obviously, sometimes we have thoughts and things that come up, especially through such intense adversity, that like don't align with the law of attraction. But for the most part, especially when I have time to prepare for something like my checkups, I'm able to really use the law of attraction to my benefit. And you may be asking, what do you do? Do you just say, I'm healthy, and then you're healthy? And then you think that you are healthy just because you use the law of attraction? No. But there are some verbiage and some ways to think that aid me in being less stressed about my checkup. And I think the stress thing is a really big thing because like we all have anxiety and we all are, thinking the worst sometimes right before our checkups, wondering if I'm gonna get a scan and then they're gonna say I relapse and all of that. The law of attraction listens to your thoughts, and you don't have to say these things out loud. It's just kind of adjusting the way that you think about things. Such as if I were to wake up in the morning and you are worried about getting to work safely, instead of saying, I will not get into a car accident, you say, I will get to work safely. So there's this whole thing about the universe not hearing the word not. So wherever you put the word not, it skips over that word. Your brain is already thinking about what could be happening in the negatives. For instance, when it comes to my checkups, instead of saying, I will not relapse, I have not relapsed, I say, I am healthy, I have a clean bill of health, I am cancer free. And it's not for everybody, and it also takes a lot to like conjure your mind and your thoughts to go to a positive route, and it takes a lot of practice, and I'm working on it every single day. That's just what helps me specifically. I journal a lot and I meditate on all of this, and it allows me to arrive to this place of peace within myself, to just like drive to these checkups, be excited to see my oncologist, and hear the amazing news that I am healthy, and whatever comes next, we take it from there. Because it's not worth it to stress over things that you can't control, essentially. So if I'm gonna worry this entire like hour and a half that I'm driving here, or the entire 5-hour plane ride that I take to come see my doctor, it's just added unnecessary stress. So I try to be as mindful about it as possible and come to a place of peace before I arrive there, and then whatever happens there, we handle. I always used to make the joke, like, should we go to the ballpark or should we go to chemo? The hospital. So I just got out of my CT. I got labs done, CT done, and now I have like
2 hours until I see Hoppy, which is my oncologist. In the time between then, I'm probably gonna grab coffee with this guy Josh, who works at Sylvester. We've been connecting because I'm gonna be a part of the spring newsletter that Sylvester actually sends out. Him and I are gonna get coffee. That's not for another hour. So I think I'm just gonna hang out here. Maybe, it's so beautiful out here, I have to show it to you. This is a courtyard, and all the buildings that surround it are part of QM, and I believe over here is where the inpatient is, because I remember when I was admitted, I used to like look over into this courtyard. I have a headache. It's a long day. And now I'm waiting for Hoppy. I've been here since 9:30 a.m. It's now 2:10. And yeah.
The next day.
I never got the chance to finish my video after my appointment, and I think I was just very overwhelmed with emotion, and I was just feeling so ecstatic, and it did trigger a lot of reflection and emotions for me in just how far I've come in 3 years and what these 3 years have entailed and where I was 3 years ago. It was just a little bit overwhelming. And then I had a 3-hour drive home, so that was a little bit overwhelming. But I am 3 years cancer free. I still have some lung toxicity in my lungs. It's pretty chronic, so I'm not sure if that will ever officially go away or be cured, but that's where we are right now. And I'm just so grateful for my community on YouTube, my community on Instagram, my real life community that I see and talk to every day, my family, and really just everybody that's been there through these past 3 years. This is just 2 years closer to being cured. This also has me graduating to 6-month checkups. There's just a lot that this milestone brings for me, and I am just really grateful to have had this time to reflect and share this joy with the community and the young adult cancer community and the lymphoma community and blood cancer community and Sylvester community and just everybody that's been there through all of this. So thank you so much, and be sure to leave in the comments below if you have any questions or comments or anything like that. Just always remember that everything's gonna be okay.